The piano whispers secrets untold through the window light rain. What's the leaving figurine? We scratch our faces, cast their shadows upon the checkered chessboard spaces. We're going to cover. The king lays down. The king lays down to die.
Good evening, Zombie Takeover fans. I, of course, am Franklin. If you don't know me, you've never seen The Takeover, and I'm surprised you're watching this video at all. Before we become best friends, I wanna let you in on a little thing that annoys me that people tend to do when they meet me, or even people that know me for a while. Don't fucking ask me to wear my glasses. I don't wear these things to look cool by any means. I can't fucking see. You would not do that to any other disabled person, because essentially that's what I am. I can't see at all. I couldn't drive without these fuckers. I could barely walk without these fuckers. So unless you're going to decide to start going up to people in wheelchairs and going, "Hey buddy, you mind laying on the ground a little bit while I take your chair on a spin around a parking lot?" I don't want you to ever fucking ask to wear these glasses. And of course, if you did have the guts and unawareness to ask somebody in a wheelchair to borrow their chair, once you're done spinning around the parking lot and old Daryl's laying on the ground lifeless because his legs don't fucking work, you of course would do the equivalent of the thing you do to me. You would go, "Damn, Daryl, you really can't fucking walk, can you?" Because that's what you assholes always do. You always come up to me, ask me to try my glasses on. I finally let it happen. I just say, "Alright, try them on. Try the fuckers on." And then you go, "Wow, you really can't see, can you?" No, I can't. I don't wear these things for style. I wear them because I'm blind. I don't wear them to portray myself as a nerd. I am a nerd. And I feel that, a lot of people go around saying that nowadays. It's like the cool thing to do. I'm a nerd. But you really can't accept that badge until you've accepted your embarrassing points. Okay, you're not a nerd just because you go buy the attire. I could go buy a policeman's uniform, but it doesn't mean I'm a fucking policeman. Same thing as if you go buy some glasses with some black frames and a fucking sweater vest or whatever you're wearing, you're not a nerd. You have to live with the horrible things that nerds have to live with. You have to live with the secrets like, I have literally played the Little Mermaid Nintendo game from beginning to end. I've completed it. I'm letting you know. That's one of my things that qualifies me as an actual legitimate nerd. You know, like things like I spent numerous hours cataloging my media by not only alphabetical order, but also by genres and subgenres. Even, horror gets broken down into slashers, supernatural, monster. It goes on and on. Actual nerd shit. But, of course, since I have all these embarrassing qualities about myself, it has relegated me to being, for the most part of my life, an inside kid. I don't get into sports, or I don't get into the shit that everybody else gets into. I'd rather just hang out inside, do inside activities. I was always excited when recess got canceled in school. But this kind of isolation and, it really made me an inside kid. So, but nowadays an inside kid means a whole new fucking ballgame. Because I can't even play Xbox Live with my headset on. Because the whole time I'm playing Halo or whatever the fuck game I'm playing, not only am I getting annihilated, because I'm really not, I was trained on the fucking D-pad, buddy. 2 buttons and a D-pad. Nintendo Entertainment System, and prior to that, it was the fucking Atari. So, that's what I was trained on. These kids nowadays are trained with dual analog joysticks, which blew my mind when PlayStation came out with it. But, it pisses me off. I'm trying to play a game, I'm getting shot in the head by a 12-year-old while he's jumping in the air and calling me a nigger. That's not right. I'm a grown man. I've accomplished shit in my life. I have a life experience. I have a lot of fucking experience points. That's all I'm saying. And some little asshole kid is blasting me right in the face. At least I know what'll happen in an end of days type scenario. I'll be running backwards, shooting blindly, and then some smart-ass little kid will call me a faggot and blow my face off. That's just how my life's going to be. But definitely lived in isolation a lot. Kind of, even when we were hanging out with my group of friends, which are just as crazy as me, it was in isolation. We would pretty much sit in a room and each do our own thing. Some maybe playing video games, some do over here be playing something on the guitar. That's what Zombie Takeover Media is all about. Us just in our creative endeavors, whatever it may be. But I realized quite a while back that I would rather hang out with crazy folks than normal folks. They have to be at least as crazy as me. And I say folks instead of people because there's a big difference. Crazy folks will randomly bring you over frozen goods, corn dogs and the lot. Crazy people will cut your fucking leg off and lick the bone like it's a goddamn popsicle. Crazy folks, on the other hand, they might tell you some long-winded story about the life of a coal miner in the 30s. That's fine with me. That's entertainment. But a crazy person will lock you in a basement, force-feeding you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and coming on your back every night.
Speaking of crazy people,
that's just
I don't know if you
that's
guys
just
are-
the difference, man. There's a group of crazy
folks,
people
not crazy people.
that are considering remaking Time Bandits, the classic British film Time Bandits. That's complete craziness. If you want to know what this group's, if you don't know what Time Bandits is, it's the perfect fucking movie about dwarfs traveling through time. But this group feels the need that it feels the need to remake it and turn it into some sort of child series or whatever, a children's trilogy or whatever. I read about that online and then followed up on the group and found out that their next project will literally be to get a bunch of Salvador Dali's original prints and just smear shit all over it, because that's what they are essentially doing to one of the finest fucking comedic fantasy films ever. There's nothing left to be desired. In Time Bandits, they not only steal a map of the universe from the most all-powerful being in the universe, they do everything. They fucking fuck with Hitler. They go back and deal with Robin Hood, who is John Cleese, who you cannot replace. You cannot change that scene and replace it. It doesn't make sense. But speaking of time travel, Time Bandits, time travel, a lot of people are into this idea of you can possibly time travel. I've heard many people say if you could somehow suspend like a spaceship on the edge of a black hole for a period of time, you could travel into the future. Well, for me personally, I have traveled into the future. I've had prophetic dreams about what the future will be like, and they're so graphic that I feel the need to share them with you people that are like so obsessed with. I want to see what what do you think the future is going to be like? I'll tell you right now what the future is going to be like. Flying spiders. Think about it. The spider is going to evolve, and it will eventually have wings. Now, I have seen this in many graphic dreams. They're haunting me my entire life. But, that's the only downfall about the future that I seen from these dreams, was that there are flying spiders. And they're very large. So, aside from that, it doesn't appear that there's any other downfalls. It seems like there's all positives, actually. There's plenty of natural resources due to the low population from the giant flying spiders. There are no more wars due to religious indifferences, because at the beginning of the giant flying spider, I guess you'd call it a Armageddon or apocalypse or attack, the rise of the giant flying spiders, most people lost faith in a higher power. They said there is no way that there is a being watching over us allowing this to happen to his people. So a lot of churches disbanded. That's what these dreams, they're so graphic. It's amazing. But overall, the environment's cleaner, and it's made possible for crops to be plentiful. But in these dreams, all I see is I see miles and miles of orchards of apples and corn, and it's growing naturally and beautifully, and there's no need for chemicals. But harvest time is very hard for the few that are farming these areas due to the giant flying spiders. So let's just keep an eye out for that and not be so worried about what's going to happen in the future, because according to my dreams, we're all going to perish at the mouths of giant flying spiders. Swarms. Swarms of them. Just thought I'd let you guys know. But anyways, this has been the first episode of Frank's Universe of Solitude. And I thank you for watching. ZTOTV.com.